Hi, I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. And today I'm going to talk about the Iraqi dinar. The Iraqi dinar unquestionably gets more response than some of the other videos I do, although I find the other videos more important, to be honest with you. I know that many of you met me on real communication, real community engagement, on the phone lines, the chat lines, and even the video chats and a couple of interviews. And so the Iraqi dinar is kind of my roots. I didn't forget my roots. The last time I did a video on the Iraqi dinar was the 16th of October. And of course, I had developments going on, excuse me, in my life to deal with that I had to deal with. And I'm still dealing with them, but that's okay. I'm getting back to making videos. And this is practice, really. I'm trying to show my face. Hi, how are you? I'm Dennis, DK Will. And I'm going to do this video, but as you know, I don't do anything, and I'm not going to do anything until I do something that takes 5 seconds, and it's a 5-second intro. But we got to do that intro. So you're going to catch me on the front end and hopefully catch me on the back end, but I'm not going to sit here and look my face the whole time because I pre-recorded the midsection. So let's look into the Iraqi dinar and see what's going on. But before we do this, we got to do this.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
I hope the mic does sound right, folks. And now I'm going to try to make me disappear and the storyline reappear or appear on the Iraqi dinar.
I appreciate you stopping by to check out my video. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful life. I'm going to cover a little bit about the Iraqi dinar. I know that I get a lot of response from the audience that watches my videos from the Iraqi dinar. I'm even of the opinion that some of the things I say about XRP and the blockchain technology and the government and Congress and finances is being stifled a little bit because the viewership is not as high as what it would be normally lately. However, I'm glad that you stopped by. I hope that you like. I hope that you subscribe if you're not subscribed. I appreciate you coming back if you are subscribed. And help a brother out, share my videos with people who you think will benefit from it. Now, I did a video on the Iraqi dinar. It's been since October 16th that I did a video on Iraqi dinar. And I'm doing this one here on March 6, 2022. That's today. Because, things change and things remain the same. It's always another Tuesday, always another promise, always another week, and I just want people to appreciate that this is bigger than the Iraqi dinar. And I am convinced that the Iraqi dinar is not going to do anything until the financial system does what it's going to do. And I've believed this from the very beginning of taking in information when I finally learned. And I don't want those who are sitting around waiting for the Iraqi dinar basically sleeping as zombies when there's so many opportunities to enrich ourselves leading up to the dinar revaluation, which goes with the monetary system change, and with the monetary system change. And that is not going to be in your paper currencies, folks. It's not in your paper currencies. But for the sake of those who know me from real community engagement, for the sake of those who are avid listeners to information on Dinar, I'm going to go through this information. I may ad lib and add some points, but I'm going to go through it. And it starts out with compiled by Judy Byington. I'm going to also read it. I don't care if it's Judy Byington, Mark Z, Bruce, TNT, Ray. I don't care. I'm not going to get into a person bashing conversation, folks, in the comments about who's telling the truth and who's lying and all that. Make that assessment for yourself, because eventually, if I keep doing this, I can end up being looked at like those people. And I'm just sharing information that I think is worthwhile for people who are in the Iraqi dinar to know. And I'm going to read this information because I started doing a video yesterday. I started doing a video a week or two before, and nothing really had changed. But this has got a little bit of a different flavor to it. And I look at it as a bit of a change, so I'm going to do a video on the Iraqi dinar, and we'll be able to see and confirm down the road where we're at. But as I said, and I'll say many times, this is bigger than the Iraqi dinar. This is bigger than the Iraqi dinar, and the Iraqi dinar is not going anywhere until the system goes where it's going, the monetary system. Okay, so That being said, both Mark Z and an unconfirmed report, supposedly from Charlie Ward, have confirmed that the redemption of financial instruments has begun. You can see why this is a little different than before. Instead of saying it's going to happen, they're saying now that it's happening. And so let's keep reading. Mark Z, late Sunday night, 6th of March, and very early Monday morning, 7th March. The new financial system would begin with church groups, SKRs, bond money, CMKX, PPs, and adjudicated settlements starting to process. That's a bold statement. We shall see. We're not too far from it. We're already into Sunday, and let's see what happens on Monday. Charlie Ward show with Michael Rubens. The below intel came from two gold brokers in Portugal, one of whom holds a significant amount of the biggest dragon note contracts in the world. They both talk to Michael Rubens on a daily basis. And Judy goes on to say it was sent to her. She could not find a video link, and she can't confirm it. Okay, Saturday, March 5th. The redemption of financial instruments has begun. The global launch of funds has just taken place in all parts of the world, marking the start of the global asset redemption program. Okay, that makes it bigger than Iraq, just like I said. Wells Fargo has received the Federal Reserve codes for Republic accessibility to funds. The world now expects China to announce its gold holdings in Beijing sometime after 12:01 Central Standard Time, midnight Eastern Standard Time, Sunday. This law will give the Chinese yuan full access to the IMF's basket of global reserve currencies known as SDRs, or special drawing rights, replacing the USD as the most influential global currency in the world. This subtle press release will automatically invoke the gold standard embodied in the UN Paris Agreement because it is expected to be ratified simultaneously and initiate our final disclosure protocols for the global currency redefinition, republic currency revaluation of the USN. At 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, March 6, all Reno subgroup leaders are expected to have 100% access to their newly renewed USN accounts for immediate payout. This includes the Admiral groups. Wells Fargo and Abbott Downing were informed that sometime later would be an 800 number release authorization, which initiates their off-site location of 7,000 privately traded exchanges, or PNEs. Chosen ones, COs, commanding officers, COs, were expected to start showing up for appointments anytime at or after 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, March 6th. CO refunds will last at least 6.2 days and maybe longer. Book your time slots ASAP. Yes, Zim rates are really as high as expected. On Sunday, 6 March, they will focus on downstreaming for payers, including Tier 4B. And the overwhelming majority of us are Tier 4B. The Department of Defense has mandated that the Tier 4B security codes, be completed by Thursday, 10 March. Saturday morning, 5 March, Mark Z. Late last night, Friday, 4th of March, two different large church groups heard that as of late Sunday night, 6 March, or very early Monday morning, 7 March, they will start processing SKRs. Now we're back to will start. This means bond money would also move Sunday night or early Monday morning. CMKX, PPs, and adjudicated settlements also expected to start about the 6th and 7th. The new financial system would be starting March 6th or 7th. The new financial system would be starting March 6th or 7th. And I'm reading this for the first time with you folks, and see, that's where I'm coming from. Iraq dinar is going nowhere until the system change. From day one, I used to talk to my beloved friend. His name was Dave. We knew him as Snowflake in private conversations, and I'd say to Dave, many who hear my voice and watch this knows who I'm talking about. I used to say, I hope we don't change into fiat currency. I hope we change into a new gold-backed currency. And it looks like we may end up doing that, folks. I've always said that it's not about the tree, it's about the forest. And I don't see Iraq, depending upon cabal and all that other talk going on. I just don't see changing into a dying system. And the fiat monetary system is a dying, dead, flopping fish on a dock system. And what's really going on, if you'll look at some of my prior videos involving the topic, is a war for control of the money. And right now, nobody can argue that money is going digital, money is going crypto, money is going blockchain. And I said that on the chat years ago. Cryptocurrency is the wave of the future. Ride the wave. And while I'm reading this to folks about the Iraqi dinar, I encourage everyone listening to my voice to go to my playlists and my videos and look up the ones about cryptocurrencies, about XRP, and take that information in, because you're not making any money right now on the Iraqi dinar, and the opportunity of a lifetime is in cryptocurrencies right now. All that red means buy, and I just hope people do. All right, moving on. I did that. There's a link here in this. I'll probably include it, and this link will take us to the actual Restored Republic via a GCR update, and you'll be able to actually read all of this information, not just the excerpts. And I'm not going to do that. That's way, way too much reading. And as you know, this is DK Will. Talk about it. I'm not just going to sit here and read about it. But nonetheless, courtesy of Dinar Guru, Militiaman, the CBI, they have the exchange rate in their court, not the government of Iraq finance manager. His tasks are important, just different from the CBI. They are independent from each other. The CBI has the exchange rate in their court. They devalued before and they can revalue in the future. Pimpy. Article, Fitch affirms Iraq at B-, outlook stable. Since 2015, they keep slowly but surely devaluing the currency. I bring this up for a reason, he says. Understand, Iraq today in 2022 is nothing like Iraq even from 2020. It's come a long ways. There's plenty of reasons to feel so optimistic about the dinar investment. I know for those who've been in the dinar investment for pushing decades now, that's hard to deal with and accept. But the news for today is that things have begun. Now, what I saw here was confirmed that the redemption of financial instruments has begun. But as I read further, it said, softened it, starting to process, got a little softer. And then when we moved down and read even further, we saw that it said would be starting. And so I've done another video for those who are interested in the Iraqi dinar. I'll put the link here in the description as well. It looks like things are moving. But what I would like to encourage folks to do is catch up to the future. It's time to buy and get ready for digital currency. Your phone will most certainly, and already is, your phone will be your wallet. Money will go digital. After a bunch of scare tactics, cash will die. And this is the opportunity of our lifetimes. It won't happen again while anyone who is within range of my voice is still alive. I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. And I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Well, that's that video. Please make sure you like. Please make sure you subscribe. I don't know how this is going to turn out because the parrot started talking a little bit, and I don't know if I was recording that or not. But I want to thank you for stopping by. I want to encourage you. He's still talking. To use the links I got there: Coinbase, Uphold, Gemini, BlockFi, Domain Money, Cointelegraph. Use those links. It's time to go crypto, folks. It's time to go crypto. And so that's it for today. Y'all have a wonderful day, but I'm going to take it out the way I brought it in. See you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.